Hey, welcome back to the 540 show, man. It's your guy Thomas sitting here with Ryan.
How's it going, everybody? And we are officially in the local flavor segment.
The local flavor segment. How many times I tell you, man, how much I appreciate that segment?
How many times do you have to play that air horn?
As many times as it takes. It's my favorite sound.
I almost wish I had controls for my headphones at times like that.
Watch, I can turn you down and then turn it on.
Well, now I can't hear myself. I don't... this part. Yeah, you're doing bits. You're doing bits over there.
Bits
well, anyway, since you're trying to kill the mojo of the great song I played coming back in, because I'm on a mean streak of just choosing gems as songs to come back into.
This is a good song, by the way.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Jim.
And so...
This is the local flavor segment, huh?
Hold on. One more thing about this song.
Okay.
I was at the Nats game, right? I went to the playoff game.
Yeah.
And one of the guys was coming up, and they started this song, and, like, everybody knows when to go, woo-hoo, like, everybody knows. So they just did, like, the little guitar part, and then when it stopped, everybody in the stadium did it. It was just kind of really cool, because it was impromptu.
Was it loud?
Yeah, like, it was really loud. Like, they just started playing it, and then, like, when it stopped, everybody did the woo-hoo part. Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Tight. That's
yeah,
pretty tight.
And then I was thinking about that song. I forgot about the song. It's a great song.
You know, I didn't know that the artist was named Blur.
I think they got like 2 smash hits. I think this is one of them. I think Blur 1's the other one. No, I'm not sure.
Song 1.
Yeah, but they have this one, and this is a hit.
Huh. I wonder how they got the name of the song.
But moving forward, we have something cool here in the local flavor segment. I'm gonna start introducing this thing where we want you guys to be interactive with us. Like we've said it 100 times. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start creating Facebook polls, Twitter polls. All you have to do is click yes or no, or like if it's a 4, you know, you got 4 answers for a question. It's real simple, and that's your way of letting us know how you feel about a certain thing, or if you want something on the show. I could just look at the poll, give you guys enough time.
So it's a yes or no. So it's a voting.
It can be anything. It can be anything. I can do who's
going to
win. I can do who's going to win this week. Put 4 NFL teams, and everybody can click on the one they want, and it gives you a percentage. Or I can go.
That sounds pretty cool.
What song should we come back to next segment? Put 2 songs. The highest votes wins. I can do things like that. It's a real neat way for people to interact with us.
Nice. That sounds cool, man. You can do that on Facebook and Twitter.
Yes, there's polls for those too. I'm not sure, but I don't think Instagram has anything like that.
Nice, man. That's cool. Well, I definitely look forward to that.
But if you like our picture, that'd be cool too. You know, if we post a picture.
Can I vote?
Yeah. We have. You know, you got to vote.
Because I'm voting.
You got to vote.
I'm voting on the intro song.
I'll vote differently.
Yeah,
I'll call everybody I know and tell them to vote for mine.
That's right, man. I'm gonna call everybody I know.
We'll start having our own little debates in here on the side.
That's right, man. That's cool, man. So anything super awesome going on in the local area here coming up in the weekend?
I actually heard something that I told you about, and I think you know a lot more about. The Brew Fest is in Fredericksburg at the fairgrounds.
The Fredericksburg Fairgrounds, yes. So it's called it's called Brewfest. It's going to be from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. It'll be, I think it's $10 to park your vehicle, and there's a couple different ranges for passes. So you can get the $30 regular admission, which you have to be 21 years old to purchase that. Get in, and you know that does not give you, it just gets you in the door. You can pay $60 and you can walk in the door plus a couple, I think it's a $10 voucher for food, plus you get a coupon for a drink as well. You can be up to 16 years old and get into the...
You can get in at 16?
Yeah, well, you can get in 16. You just have to pay it's a $10 little fee or whatever, but it's a DD pass. You get a $5 coupon for food and drink.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
The DD thing is very cool.
Well, they're pushing, drink responsibly, because that's the biggest thing. You don't want to invite everyone in town to come drink and then say, all right, see you later.
Yeah, you not have rides home.
Get home, all right.
That's cool that they did something for the DDs. I think that's cool when they do things like that at baseball games, like DD sign up here, and they enter a raffle, because everybody's been there. Everybody's had to be the designated driver, and it's a cool thing, man. Having a designated driver is awesome.
It's important. It's very, very important.
It's important, and you can get a lot of people home safely that way. And I think everybody should, if they go to this, take advantage of that. Find you a DD. That's an awesome deal.
Just do a quick bit and say, make sure that you drink responsibly, not just this weekend, but every weekend, man.
Yeah.
Anytime you're drinking, it's a privilege to be able to drink. Make sure that you don't abuse that. You know what I'm saying? I personally dealt with that in my family, and that it hits home when somebody in your family is involved in anything around drinking and driving or accidents, anything like that, man. It really hits home. So you really want to drink responsibly, guys.
Yep. So get yourself a DD if you're going anywhere. And drink, like you said, drink responsibly. Know your limits and all that, man. And
Absolutely.
everything will be fine. Just have you a good time. Have you a good time.
Quick PSA from the 540 show. So yeah, but they're gonna have food there at the Brewfest as well. They've got
What they got?
Well, they've got Legends Bar and Grill. They've got Gator Jacks and Sparky's Barbecue. So you'll be able to get
Sparky's.
Yeah.
Oh, sounds good. I
there
like
you go.
I like me some barbecue, so I might have to hit it up.
Yeah, man. They even got shaved ice for the kids. Get you some shaved ice. With
I'll
some-
sign up to be the DD to
blue
go
color.
get some of that. Some shaved ice and some barbecue. I mean, that just sounds like a heck of a time.
Yeah, man, that sounds great. But yeah, 11 to 6, man. So get there early and stay till late. It's gonna be a pretty awesome time. You might even see your boys from the 540 show out there.
And if you see us, say hello.
Say what's up, man. Don't be scared.
So look, I live downtown Fredericksburg. I'm not gonna tell y'all where there's crazy people out there, but I live downtown Fredericksburg. I've noticed I'm going a lot of jogs. I'm just riding around. Obviously, I live down there outside my house. They're planting trees everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
These trees that they're bringing, they're already in pots, or they're already smaller trees. They just put them in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called. I was looking into it, and you see these trucks driving around with the trailers on the back with a watering system, a mulch. They got some mulch, and they're planting the trees or watering them. And it says the Fredericksburg Tree Project right on the side of the vehicle. So I was like, this is pretty neat. Sure enough, I look it up, and they are an organization. It's all volunteers, and they're pretty much just going to plant trees all up and down Fredericksburg. And I think that's pretty cool because they want the trees to grow and have that effect of all like these giant trees that have shade and stuff like that. And there is also, people that say there's, having trees, for falling on power lines and stuff like that is a bad thing. But I always thought trees look very cool when you have a bunch of giant trees lining a street or stuff like that.
Trees actually bring more oxygen. Like I should have quadruple checked the science because I know a lot of people
They
listening.
do. Come on,
like
man.
to just
Everybody knows trees bring more oxygen.
Well, okay. Well, then at least it's not malarkey.
I'll back you on that one. You guys can. If someone wants to gripe with me on that one, hit me up.
Right, but
trees provide oxygen.
But what I'm saying, I mean, if you got, the more trees, the better. I'm agreeing with you, man. I grew up in a neighborhood called Timberlake, just full of trees. You would swear that it was just, a neighborhood in the woods. You know, it was awesome. I loved it. So trees are great.
It says here, just real quick, their goal is partner with the city of Fredericksburg on tree-related efforts. Recruit and utilize volunteers with planting and maintaining trees for the first 2 years of the trees, of life. So they're with it for 2 years, babysitting, and then hey, you're off to college. You're a real tree now.
Hey, high school students, go get you some community service hours and go tend for the trees downtown Fredericksburg for the next 2 years, man.
It's at treefredericksburg.org, and look, they're looking for volunteers all the time. It seems like a real neat way to do it. I've seen the people that do it. It looks like very moderate work, and you're doing a great thing. So like he says, get out there and volunteer or donate. Do that and give them a visit.
Absolutely, man. So with that, so I was I was looking online, and in Stafford on Monday, a family went through a situation where they had a bullet come flying through their window of their living room.
Where's this at?
In Stafford, it was off of Mountain View. Is it Drive?
Okay,
Mountain View
Mountain
Drive?
View Road.
Mountain View Road. Right where that there's a 7-Eleven on the corner.
Yep.
And then you keep straight through that. I believe it's off. Like if the Sevy's on your right and
Sevy.
the Sevy Levy is on your right, and you've got the 4-way intersection. Go ahead, keep straight, and the neighborhood should be off to the left. The one I'm talking about. But yeah, so Monday night they had a bullet come flying through the window, and then right after that, would you believe it, was a bow and arrow flying through the window.
You're telling me in one day
One day.
you got a bullet followed by a bow and arrow.
Followed by a bow and arrow. I don't know which one I'm more afraid
That
of.
sounds like the hills have eyes kind of stuff. I am out. I'm not staying there. What's the situation? Are they gone?
Well,
They catch these people?
police were, they came to the scene. No, they didn't. They're still looking for, tips and clues. But honestly, they're probably not going to find the person.
Somebody's out there deer hunting,
Right.
and I just don't understand how that happens twice.
Well, I tell you, and if people like to do bits, especially like July 4th, shooting guns in the air, and what people need to understand, there's something. it's really complicated, but it's called gravity, right? And what happens is things that go up, you know what happens to them?
They got to come back down.
Right back down. So when
You're
you
doing you know something about, a lot about something, then you're acting like you don't know a lot about it.
I really am not sure what you mean by that reference, but
You're like, you know what gravity does? Like, you acting like everybody doesn't know. But I see what you're getting to, and I'm with you. People shoot and fire guns all the time, upwards, and they don't realize that thing gonna land somewhere.
yeah, it could land if that thing didn't go through the window, and if it's got enough velocity to go through the window and lodge it to the drywall, it's got enough velocity to puncture a person. So
Well, a couple months ago, off Fall Hill Avenue, there was a guy actually sleeping in his room and got shot. The bullet came through the house, shot him in the head.
Are you
killed him.
serious?
Yeah. So that that was absolutely crazy. I remember reading about that. That was had to be less than a year ago.
I missed that story.
Yeah, it had to be less than a year
That's
ago.
nuts.
Yep.
I've been told that could happen, or myths of that kind of thing happen.
it
I didn't know that
It happened. He
actually
was
happened.
laying in bed.
Especially around the corner.
They walked in, and I think they found him the next day. Like, he was just a guy, like, pretty sure that he just was living with these people. Like, he was not doing well off and was getting his life together, and that happened to him. So that was terrible. And right downtown Fredericksburg, man.
Well, that isn't good.
No, and that's why if these people on Mountain View Road are listening, get on out. Or get you some bulletproof windows, because that anytime you got a bow and arrow and a bullet in one day, that is not good.
That's cool, man. So, hey, moving on from that. You know what? I picked the spot of the week for this week.
What is it?
You sure you want to know?
Yeah, because I don't know, and when I don't know what you're gonna do, sometimes it's a broad.
It's a frightening
It
moment.
could be anything, and I really let me hear what you got.
All right, man. It's not even that bad. It's Burlington. Burlington, man. It was formerly known as Burlington Coat Factory.
Oh, okay. Because when you just say Burlington,
A
I
little
was a little
confusing?
lost. I didn't know if this was a restaurant, but then when you said Coat Factory,
Definitely not K-I-K-I.
but I do know because I've been watching the commercials. They have been like, it's Burlington, not the Burlington Coat Factory, just Burlington. So now it resonates when you do say Coat Factory.
Yep.
But I'm glad they got away with that, because I used to think that all they had was coats there.
I mean, when you listen to the name of the store, I'm not mad at your assumption.
So your job right now is to tell me what they've really got at Burlington.
Burlington has everything. First of all, I'm going to start off by telling you, if you go into Burlington, you can get enough for your family, you, yourself, and your family. $200 gets you the whole season's worth of clothes and more. I'll tell you that.
I love Burlington. I don't know anything about it, its history. I just know when I go there, they have awesome Nationals gear and Redskins gear, and it's all marked down, and it's the best.
What's your favorite? Have you been in Burlington recently?
I went last week.
You last week. What did you give me? Give me like 2 or 3 items you got last week.
First of all, I got this awesome Nationals pullover. I actually wore it last show. It was marked down from like $79 to $16. Got my dad one too. They had 2 of them left, so don't even try to go out there and get it when we win the World Series. Don't hop on the bandwagon. Also, I got a pair of socks, awesome socks. I saw some socks you got the other day too. Did you get them from Burlington?
No, I got those from DTLR. I think that's still the name of the.
Yeah, I know
place
what
in
you're
the mall.
talking about.
I don't ever go in that store anymore.
Yeah, where was Burlington? Where's it originated from?
So it started in New Jersey, right? In 1972, that's when the first one opened up, and let me acquire my notes here. In 2006, it was bought out by Bain Capital, because not like the Batman Bane,
Okay.
a different Bane,
Okay.
a very less aggressive
I
Bane.
like this Bane.
Yeah, he's a cool Bane.
He got Burlington. We got Burlington Bane here.
Yeah, and that happened in 2006. And then down in 2008, the president and CEO, Tom Kingsbury, I can't even read my own handwriting, man. Tom Kingsbury took the company public in 2013.
Did you make this up?
No.
Okay, I was just checking.
Check
because we got Bane Bean and
Bane.
Tom Kingsbury.
Bain Capital and Tom Kingsbury. This is why I couldn't do. I'll tell you what. Don't let me do live
Hey.
TV where they're reading the teleprompter.
We
I'll
need
be
a
in the
fact
thing like-
check.
Go ahead, check it up.
You know what? First poll, better name. Tom Kingsbury or Bane Bean?
Bain Bean was not his name. It was Bain Capital. Look, check the facts, man. In 2006, he was acquired by Bain Capital. In 2008, the CEO and president of the company, Tom Kingsbury, took the company.
Puppernickel? Took the puppernickel.
Took the company public. in 2013. He took them public again. I should mention that.
So
if you want to fact check,
and they just recently changed the name. It's Burlington now, not Co-Factory. Listen, the season's changing. They got lots of nice stuff there. Get on in there, people. It's right off Route 3. Get on in there and get yourself some new clothes and keep yourself warm. Because
they've got everything.
When it gets real cold, don't get left out there without a jacket now. All right, I don't want to see you out there wearing. I don't want to see anybody out there in shorts and t-shirt when it's 25 degrees.
Look, man, you can get t-shirts.
That's my job.
Jeans. You can get V-necks in there. The long. You can even get a U-neck.
Go to Burlington, people.
Burlington. They've got shoes, dress clothes, man. That's what a lot of people don't really understand about Burlington. You can go out there and get a real nice pair of dress shoes, a shirt, a tie. You know, you're not going to look like the guy from the Gentleman commercial.
Just look on the camera. Go to the segment. Look at Thomas, and that's what you get for going to Burlington.
I don't think the shirts you can get from Burlington, and I don't think I got the pants from Burlington, but you should still go to Burlington.
All right, but listen, for Tom's Kingsbury and Bane Bean, we're moving on. We'll be
Bane Capital.
We'll be right back with the sports segment.